Just hit some of that good. But all of you white people out there that think just because you don't think that your ethnicity or your race or your heritage or nationality is superior to anyone else's does not mean you're not a white supremacist. Just because you vote for black and brown white supremacists does not make you not a white supremacist. Thinking that scientists in the United States and journalists and economists and historians in the United States are not white supremacists, have not engaged in white supremacy, do not perpetually engage in white supremacy, makes you a white supremacist. I don't understand how y'all think that your performative, what your counterparts have called white guilt. I don't know what that causes y'all to do, your cognitive dissonance. But if you're going to convince me that journalists, historians, economists, scientists, etc., are not equally culpable as your average president, something's wrong with you. Because we all know that these presidents and these politicians don't have any expertise in the fields that they're talking about, so they have advisors. Who are their advisors? What credentials do their advisors have? And if their advisors have advisors, what credentials do they have? So they are already in contact. They are already disseminating information that comes from scientists, journalists, and then they try to make it seem like the mainstream of those things, scientists, journalists, historians, economists, etc., are not YT supremacists, that there's two types of journalists, two types of historian, two types of economists, two types of scientists. And I agree. But you're acting like all of the information that you've gotten has come from the pure scientists, not the scientists for money, power, profit, and differential advantage. That's why you look obtuse. That's why we see your inferiority, if you will, because you conveniently miss shit that otherwise your intelligence would catch up on right away. But the minute that it's about your proximity to YT supremacy, to white supremacy, you fall to pieces, because so much of your ideologies and your belief systems and your solutions are still well within the scope, scale, and jurisdiction of your precious cult and your precious cult leaders. I don't care if those leaders are scientists, journalists, historians, or economists, because they perpetuate and engage in false information perpetuation on behalf of and at the behest of and benefit of white supremacy. So as usual, go fuck yourself, Kaylee.